Let me first explain the terminology associated with the log message. Consider this snapshot of a log message generated by an application. This debug is the log level. A log level indicates the severity of a log message. There are 5 levels of severity: trace, debug, information, warning, error, and critical. This is the increasing order. In this example, debug is an abbreviation for the log level of debug. Hence, this message has a log level of debug. The next item in a log message is category. By convention, a category is the fully qualified name of the class that generates that log message. The category in our message is the fully qualified name of the class diagnostics. You can also see a number 21 in brackets. This number is the event ID of the message. A software developer can define and document any numerics for an even ID. It is just a convenient tag for providing additional documentation on a log message. An unspecified event ID has a value of 0. The second line is the log message, which is a readable information about the log message. Now I will discuss the various shades of log levels. I am calling them shades because the decision to classify a message in two adjacent levels gets subjective and judgmental sometimes. Trace is used to provide the most detailed log. It can contain sensitive data as well. It is disabled in a production scenario. Debug is used to provide data for debugging. It is disabled in a production scenario because it tends to get bulky. Information is used to track the general flow of an application. Warning is for unexpected events, but these events or conditions do not cause the application to fail. This log demands attention and further analysis from the team. Error is for failure in a current action. This could be as a result of exceptions that do not cause application-wide failure. An example is a failed database update. Critical is for logs of extreme importance that require immediate attention. For example, on a disk going out of space. None is not a level of severity, but it is often used in configuration for disabling the output of any log. Logging can be configured through configuration files in a JSON-based format. Visual Studio maintains configuration files in the root directory of your project. These files are a very convenient means for configuring the rules of logging. Default logging is easily configured with a file called appsettings.json. Additional files like appsettings.development.json, appsettings.production.json can be used to override the settings for specific environments. Let us double-click and open our appsettings.json file. Have a look at the section called logging. This section is used for specifying the minimum levels of log output. The default minimum log level is specified through the property called default. This means that for all the categories, that is classes, log messages will be output only if the level is information or higher. Notice that there is a specific property called Microsoft.ASPNET core. This is a custom property and custom properties work as wildcard. For example, in this case, the wildcard is Microsoft.ASP.NOT core*. This means that all classes whose full path starts with Microsoft.ASP.NET Core are included, and hence the log level of debug applies to all namespaces and classes within the Microsoft.ASP.NET Core namespace. This setting will override the default level. Next, let us see how to output a log message. We have created a simple ASP.NET Core project of just one page called index. This project has been created using Visual Studio 2022, the default version for which is .NET 6. You can download this project from the downloads linked to this tutorial.